What's up, Spud Nation? March Madness is in full effect. Oh man, what a weekend. I hope you all had a great time watching some great basketball games. Thursday through Sunday, multiple channels, every game being shown on TV. What a great weekend it was. Some upsets, some blowouts. All in all, college basketball is becoming very, very, very level. The playing field's evening out, and I love it. I think it's great. We're going to do a little bit of a recap, real quick, kind of a preview of what's to come, and also the latest sports news, just for you, Spud Nation. So here we go. Ohio State, the #1 seed, they cruised. They are looking at a matchup with Kentucky. What a big-time matchup this is. Kentucky's youth, Ohio State's seniority. You throw in Jared Sullinger. What a matchup this is going to be. Ohio State should win, but shouldas, couldas, wouldas, throw it all into the bag. Anything can happen in this year's dance. I love it. My dream matchup. Marquette, they handled business, took out Syracuse, took out Xavier, and they're looking at a dream date with North Carolina. My two favorite teams, I bracketed them up together in hopes of this happening. I love it. Marquette, they get after it defensively. North Carolina hasn't been playing too much defense lately. So you're going to look at North Carolina's bigs against Marquette's smaller lineup. It's going to be defense versus offense. I love it. I can't wait. Two of the coolest uniforms in the country. Two of the greatest teams in the country. I am stoked. Look for, you know what? Who knows? Coin toss. Probably North Carolina winning, their size being too much, but you never know. Marquette, they can get hot from outside. Buzz Williams has that team rolling. Look for a great game. Then you go on the other side. Duke. Oh my goodness. The other side of the coin, man. Duke, my least favorite team out there. They just barely got it done against Michigan. Michigan threw that 1-3-1 at them, was shooting the three ball relatively decently. They did a phenomenal job of defense on Duke. It was a great game. Duke squeaked it out. Michigan had the look at the buzzer to get it in there, but Duke survives, and that's what this is all about. Survive and advance. So Duke survives, and they get to play Arizona. Derek Williams, supposedly the best player in the country, #1 draft pick, supposedly in this year's NBA draft, but you never know. Arizona's played tight games. They beat Texas at the buzzer. Questionable 5-second call, but so be it. Moving on, Arizona-Duke should be a great game. Duke just too strong, in my opinion. Will get that win. UConn taking on San Diego State. UConn is clicking on all cylinders right now. They look great. What else can you say? Kemba playing out of his mind. And San Diego State, they haven't looked particularly phenomenal yet, but they get it done. They play close games. They win the games. They're athletic. They have an NBA-ready player on their team in Kawhi Leonard. It should be a great game. Who's going to win? San Diego State, I'm giving them the nod. Just too athletic in all 5 positions, but UConn has the dagger. They got Kemba Walker. Should be a great game. Kansas Jayhawks. They won with ease. Congrats, Kansas. You're taking on a Richmond Spider team. I love it. People called it upsets, but I have them in my bracket. I have them going there, facing off with Kansas. Kansas is going to be too much for Richmond, but I love the story behind the Richmond Spiders. They got there. They played tough. Great team. Should be a fun game to watch. VCU versus FSU. Oh man, those 3-letter teams, they're killing me. Screwed my bracket. Notre Dame, all those seniors, I had such high hopes for them. Florida State went out there and defended them right to the ground. Knocked Notre Dame out. And then, wouldn't you know it, VCU, they're the play-in game. Stupid round 1, they call it, the play-in. They get a win, then they win another game, then they just win another game. VCU is rolling, one of the hottest head coaches in the game right now. They're talking coaching change after this year, or at least bigger job offers to that man after this season. Should be a fun game to watch. Florida State, if they play as well offensively as they do defensively, they're going to be a very difficult team to knock off. Then you drop down. Butler taking on Wisconsin. I'm eating my words right now. I said Wisconsin was junk, said they couldn't score. That was after their 30-point onslaught against Penn State. But Wisconsin, they're playing great ball. In some dogfights, beat a very good Kansas State team. Kudos to Wisconsin. I admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong. Playing great defense, good offense. Should be a fun game. Butler, same story. They get in there. They're a tough team. Play good D. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Some interesting matchups within the game. Johnny Lure, Matt Howard. Also, you look at the point position. Jordan Taylor taking on Shelvin Mack. I love it. Should be a fun game to watch. Pittsburgh, peace out. You're done. Good job, Butler. Knocked off a #1 seed. I love the upsets. And then you drop down last game. BYU, Jimmer Fredette is all you need to know. Taking on Florida. Florida, thought they were a little overrated, but they're playing some good ball right now. Can they contain Jimmer? That will be the key to beating BYU. I can't wait for these matchups to get going. Thursday should be fun. I love the NCAA tournament. It's just great basketball, team basketball, and that's the way it should be played. You remember me talking about VCU's head coach? Well, it sounds like Tennessee will be courting that man as soon as the tournament's over. They just fired Bruce Pearl today. It's a very sad day. I am a big Bruce Pearl fan. I watched him coach UW-Milwaukee. He turned that program around. He went to Tennessee, brought that program into the national spotlight. Bruce Pearl, although he made some mistakes, is a very, very good coach. He's a class act. He got involved with his athletes. He got involved with the entire Tennessee community. He will be missed greatly. Bruce Pearl, I hope you land another job very, very quickly. Jumping over to the NBA, Hasheem Thabeet. Oh man, has he been a bust? A bust, a bust. Well, still a bust. He's a Houston Rocket. The Rockets have now just assigned him to D-League duty. Hopefully this helps him get his career on its way. Thabeet was a monster in college. He blocked any shot. He's a very raw talent. 7'3", good defensive player, but has just not gained any traction in the NBA. Hopefully this helps Thabeet, and hopefully this turns his career around. The New York Knicks, the slide continues. They were pumped when they got Carmelo Anthony in that trade. They brought a big-time player to their city. You know what? It's hurt their team. They're struggling. 7-8 record ever since they got him. Denver is cruising with all the Knicks players. And you know what? Will they be able to figure it out in New York in time for a playoff run? Do the Knicks have enough for a playoff push? I don't know. They're sliding in the standings every single day. They dropped down. They're a 7 seed right now. That's a tough draw. They're looking at the Chicago Bulls right now. Not a fun matchup. Not something they want to see. You know what? Melo, Amare, they need to learn to play together. This team needs to gel. I understand the attraction to Carmelo Anthony. He's a big-time name. He's a big player. He's selling a lot of tickets, a lot of jerseys in New York, but they're not winning games. New York, Mike D'Antoni, figure it out. You need to hurry up and get it figured out now. All right, last topic. Some baseball. Barry Bonds back in the spotlight. You know what? Personally, I am sick and tired of all the steroid crap. All these stories about the steroids. You know what? It made him a great player. Blah, blah, blah. It didn't help Barry Bonds' on-base percentage. It didn't help a lot of his baseball abilities. Barry Bonds is a phenomenal hitter. One of the best, if not the best hitter to ever play the game. His eye at the plate, his decision-making, phenomenal. Barry Bonds is going to go down, hopefully not tarnished by all this steroid stuff, as one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Well, he's headed towards court. perjury charges, and you know what? They had this long process to find a 12-person jury. You can't tell me that they can find 12 people in the entire United States that don't know who Barry Bonds is. Even if you're not a baseball fan, you've heard the name, you've heard the stories. This is going to be a really tough case. Hopefully Barry Bonds survives this. I guess only time will tell. Barry, good luck to you. You know what? I think it's sad that this kind of stuff hurts baseball, the Hall of Fame stuff. Pete Rose, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, Spud Nation, that's it for today. Check us out tomorrow. I appreciate you stopping by. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, Craig@thesportscoach.com. Hit up the website, the chat, the forum. A lot of great questions going on there. Also, you got Facebook and Twitter. All avenues for you, the fans. Ask me questions. I got the answers. Till next time, I'm out.